mais uma noite de violência. Alguns dizem que é apenas uma questão de tempo até a cidade implodir.
Acho que acabamos por aqui. Não, vazem.
Hi, Mr. Stallone. Congratulations on Samaritan. It's such a great movie. And I wanted to know from you, we have some amazing and very intense action sequences here. And which one was your favorite to perform?
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's actually still exciting to be here. So I thought that this guy, his strength would be in his resolve, and he still has great physical power as opposed to speed. And he's not jumping through the air. He's not that kind of guy. He's like a very, very, very powerful individual that is still sort of in the world of reality a little bit. He can't fly. He can't see through, walls or whatever. Fire doesn't come out of his mouth. He's just a unique sort of superhero. He's almost like a modern day Hercules. He's that kind of a mythic hero. And I think those are ones that you can identify with. You say, oh, he can die. He gets hit enough, he's gone.
And as a filmmaker, it must be amazing to be able to create your own superhero universe, right? Please tell me about this experience. There has been a tremendous accomplishment by certain directors and certain companies in Marvel and DC that have really pushed the universe to the max. I mean, everything that you could possibly imagine has been created. I always feel there's nothing quite as relatable as almost getting hit by a car or walking down a dark alley and what was that? There's a shadow coming behind you. That's very relatable. So what I'm trying to say in my awkward way is that we try to make the events and the danger plausible in a sense and identifiable, that could happen to you. It's something that's very tangible. It's not from another universe. It's right here in the streets. So keep your guard up. That's it. It's just, it could happen to you. It's like what I tell my daughters all the time, life today is one strike baseball. There is no three strikes. It's like, you got to be looking all the time. And that's what I try to add to this, that there's a sense of impending danger, but it's real. It's not way over the top, just a little over the top, a little bit. And there's an enormous superhero fan base around the world, especially with all of those movies from Marvel, DC, and etc. And I wanted to know from you, what can superhero fans expect from Samaritan? Does this movie gravitate towards the genre?
This sort of superhero fan is not, he's, again, much more pedestrian. You could be standing next to him or riding next to him on an L or a bus and not even know you're sitting next to some fella here that can literally lift the bus up. There's a kind of simplicity to it, and it's a simmering boil, and that eventually erupts, as opposed to triumphant music and special effects and thunder and guys hitting the ground with their fist, kind of a seismic wave. So you can expect a hero that is very regular and does irregular things. That's what it is. Something that is, oh wow, he's kind of, it's not like if Rocky was a superhero. It's something that is identifiable and street-like. It's not set in some super fantastic universe. It's set among brick and concrete and identifiable situations that the neighborhoods we live in. And that's what I liked about it.
One of the things that I really loved about the movie is that it goes beyond the action sequences, approaching important issues such as the dilemma between good and evil. How was it for you to work with that?
The tug of good and evil is something that is just eternal, because it is the tug within us. We have, I don't want to give anything away, but we are so duplicitous. We can be the highest of angels and the lowest of devils, and it's all in the same body if
pushed in a certain directions. It's like, how were you raised? What are your ethics? What sets you off and what breaks your heart? And it's this constant struggle. I looked at him as, oh God, this is the future. But I don't know if I want to belong to the future. And this kid just like pulling me back and saying, stop being a coward. Be who you are. Save me. Be my father, is what he's saying. And I have nothing. As I said before, he's a lonely old man who is going into obscurity. He finds broken objects in the trash, which is symbolic of him. He's trying to he can fix everything except himself. Along comes the young man, and he fixes me, unbeknownst to me, but he just pulls me along because I realize he's so vulnerable. I go, my God, I got to do something. This kid needs a father, and he's adopted me, and I have no choice. And then you see the hero aspect come out, whereas before I didn't care about anybody.